What's up, guys? Classy Metal here, trying to get back in the swing of things the best I can. I think I have worked out the issues with the camera, the audio syncing issues. So hopefully there won't be a delay between the audio and the visual. We'll see how this goes, but I have been trying to get that taken care of. I'm going to show some stuff in this video that's probably auto thumbs down just because I almost always show CDs. I'm only showing vinyl in this collection update. These all came from Transcending Records. They were all four separate orders. Two were pre-orders that I did back in January that just recently came in, and then the other two have been here for a little while, but I figured now with kind of the slowdown of things coming in the mail, this would be a good time to knock out this collection update. The two that I showed last, I'm pretty positive are sold out. The first two, there may still be some copies in stock. I will link up the Transcending Records store in the description. That way you can go, if you see something here. They also have a ton of other records that would probably interest you guys as well. Top notch store. I've had no issues with Mike and Transcending ever in my ordering experience from them. And if you watch this channel at all, you know that I'm a big fan of what they're doing over there. The first one is a Death Doom project out of here in the U.S. And if you know me at all, you know that 99.9% of the time, I'm probably going to actively seek out a CD copy of a new release or a release that's coming out. I'm hardly ever going to look for something purposely on another variant. But with the variant that was available for this release, it just matched so perfect and it looked so good. There's no way that I actually picked the record over the CD for this one. The project that I'm talking about is the newest release from Pulchra Morte. Pulchra Morte. I think I pronounced that right. Sorry if I did not. This is the sophomore full length entitled X Rosa Ceremonia. As I was saying, this is a Death Doom out of here in the U.S. There was a little bit of lineup change between the debut and this release. Adam from Skeleton Witch is now the vocalist for this project, and it surprisingly works well. Comes with the little liner sheets, lyric sheet. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's got tiny letters on that. Inside of this, very doomy look to this. The artwork matches the album perfectly. I don't think they could have done a better job, especially on that front artwork, picking something to complement the actual music itself any better. They say don't judge by the cover, but the cover on this one absolutely does the album justice because they seem to go together so seamlessly. And this was the reason why I'm usually not even big on variants and limited variants and colored variants when it comes to vinyl, but this one kind of floored me. I absolutely fell in love with this when I first saw this. This is the Ceremony variant, and it goes so perfectly with the music and the album cover. It all matches just seamlessly. I had to get my hands on that, and I may at some point order a CD copy as well, but I couldn't pass that variant up. And one thing I will say for Transcending 2, they have these better sleeves. They don't just put their records in the cheap little sleeves that will scratch your records all to hell. So I am grateful for that. This one is a debut album, and it was given the reissued treatment through Transcending Records. I think this one was reissued back in 2017. The debut came out somewhere around 2005, 2006. This is a Chicago death metal project entitled Cardiac Arrest. And this is Morgue Mutilations. And as I was saying, this is the band's debut full length. Nasty. Almost it's old school death metal. Very kind of raw sound of this one. It is definitely probably one of the production value is much more raw on this particular release than it is on some of their latter releases, but I dig it. I think it works well with kind of the aesthetic of the band. And as far as debuts go, this was a pretty gnarly, nasty effort, and I can definitely appreciate that. I just went with the just standard black vinyl. Man, that sounded country. The black vinyl variant on this. I believe they had an ox blood or red variant as well, but I felt like the just the standard black kind of fit the rawness and nastiness of that particular release more than anything else would have. The next two are both deathcore, so if you weren't already thumbs downing this video just for the simple fact that I'm only showing vinyl, here's some deathcore, so you can I guess that can kind of put you over the edge and dislike this video even more. First one, debut full length. These are both from the same band as well. I own both of these on CD, but I saw these go up for pre-order, and I wanted to get my hands on these as well, on the actual vinyl. We got Winds of Plague with Decimate the Weak, back on that 2008-ish, 2007. It was released through Century Media. This is my second favorite Winds of Plague album. I love the artwork on this. I kind of ashamed. Not so much ashamed. I mean, I own it. 2007, 2008. You know, I wear my hat backwards a lot of the time anyway. But I was listening to Winds of Plague. I was calling people bro. I was that guy. So it is what it is. I mean, we live and we grow. But I can still throw this on for nostalgia purposes. It's still a good album in my opinion. Whether you feel so inclined to agree with me or not. And then it's on this kind of galaxy cloud. I don't know if you can pick up any of the blue. The blue is very, very faint in that. It's kind of this white, clearish white, almost opaque vinyl. And it has like the minor looking kind of blue swirls in that. Not a bad looking variant. They had some other variants available on that. Looking at that, I almost wish I would have gotten one of the splatters, but I'm still glad to have that on the vinyl format. And then next up we have what is my favorite Winds of Plague release, and this is the Great Stone War. I can remember buying this from FYE. I bought this from an FYE in Jackson that is no longer there. In Jackson, Tennessee. That one has long been closed, but I can remember buying the CD copy of this at that, and I was excited to pick this up. The artwork, the kind of theme, I guess, of the album is something that I really enjoy. It almost has like a Middle Earth or that type feel going on with this. So that is all type, you know, aesthetic and stuff that I enjoy. So I think that's one of the main reasons I was drawn to that album. The song Requiem, I remember playing that over and over and over ad nauseum when this album was originally released. The actual vinyl on this is this gorgeous yellow and black splatter. I think it matches the cover art and everything about as perfectly as you could go. I am super thrilled with how well that one turned out, and that one wasn't the most limited variant. They had some different variants that were released in different quantities, but that was the one that I was completely drawn to, and I think it far exceeded my expectations with the actual end product. That's all I've got for this one. Just kind of a little short, knocking out stuff that's been sitting here that I need to show. And we're going to continue doing that when I find time. I've kind of made up my mind that I'm going to find time one way or another to get these videos churned out. Transcending Records is linked up in the description, as well as my Instagram if you want to follow that. The Facebook that I have available for this channel, that is also going to be linked up in the description. And I've been putting my eBay store down there because I've been kind of throwing random things up there for sale as of late as well. So go check all that out. Definitely check out Transcending Records. I know they've got some other pre-orders on the horizon. I think they wanted to get caught up and get the ones taken care of that were already outstanding pre-orders first. I know I have a couple Samuel black metal Samuel pre-orders that I'm waiting on from them as well. So I think some of them are on the move now. So looking forward to that. That's all I've got for today. Stay classy, stay metal. I will see you guys soon. I promise.